I learned I have to be a little bit less cynical because they look like they're the real deal. And I don't think I ever thought I'd have to be a little bit less cynical.
You? Less cynical?
Me, I
Stunning.
know. Because one of the things that I was worried about was obviously the pitching and the starting pitching. While I do believe it might be a little bit more of a question mark down the line, they have delivered. In addition to that, these players are clutch. You know, you heard Pete Alonso say that this team is gelling right now because they have that continuity, because they know each other. And I think it's manifesting in the fact that every day it looks like it's someone different who's stepping up to the plate, literally, metaphorically, and delivering. And, you know, I feel like not a lot necessarily is being said of the job that Carlos Mendoza is doing. Yeah. We saw it last year where they started 0-5, his ability to kind of keep things steady. He is continuing to keep things steady, even when things are going well, which sometimes can be a little bit harder. I've been really impressed with his bullpen management, and I think his ability to get the most out of these players, these relievers, is one of the things that's making the Mets so successful.
Yeah, I learned you can't be much hotter than this team is right now. I mean, when you're winning the game, you're sweeping the Phillies with a Beatty home run, Soto's defense, and then Max Kranick saving the day out of the bullpen on short notice, you know things are going well. And part of it, too, is I was out there last night, and man, the vibe is real out there at Citi Field. I've been a million Aprils at Citi Field. Laura's been there, too. When there's nobody in the place, it feels like a morgue there. And it felt like an October night, the playoffs. It was warm last night. I'm saying the same thing today. The place is alive. There's a vibe there. They're going nuts. When last night when Alonso had the double, the place, the roof was blowing off the place if there was a roof there. So it just everything feels like it's in place right now, and they're taking advantage of every little break, and that's a sign of a team that knows how to win, and that's what this team does right now.
Yeah, what is going on right now? You got April nights with 37,000 plus. It's like the average running. It's electric in that ballpark. And what I learned, like we know the Mets are a good baseball team, and we knew the Mets were going to win in a bunch of different ways. We knew that they were going to hit eventually. Yeah, Juan Soto doesn't hit right off the bat, but they were going to hit. They were going to get offense out of this group. This is a run prevention Mets. You got people making diving plays out there. You got Soto flashing the leather. You got pitching performances left and right. The bullpen has been absolute nails so far. And I look at the team that they just beat. We're looking at the Juan Soto play right here, part of the run prevention. But the team they just beat.
Glove. I think he's a gold glove.
Look at that tag. I mean, you guys are talking about the tag from Sanger. That's what it's all about, man.
These are no easy customers to beat. I looked at Harper, Turner, Schwarber, Castellanos in this three-game set. They went a combined 5 for 46. That's 109. That's 109. The Phillies don't lay over to teams. I think there's something psychological going on now. The Mets own the Philadelphia Phillies. So I learned the Mets are going to prevent runs, and by extension, they're going to hit. They're going to win a lot of baseball games.
I think that's a great take as far as the carryover is concerned from last year, September, the NLDS to what you see in this series. And everybody hit on the crowd. I think they're piggybacking after what was this feel-good, unbelievable 2024. They want to be out at the ballpark. Now, Laura, a guy who finished 2024 with a flurry was Pete Alonso with his postseason. Now, last year, he didn't have the regular season he wanted. He's as hot as a firecracker. I mean, the RBIs are insane. The clutch hitting performance is through the roof. What's the difference? What do you see in Alonso?
It's almost like he's coming into his own, which is ridiculous to say about somebody with Pete Alonso's hitting ability. But I was looking at some of his stats. His sweet spot percentage is up. His hard hit percentage is up. He's striking out a lot less. He's not chasing. He's squaring up. He's controlling the strike zone, and this is the biggest thing. And what I thought was really interesting is that he's hammering breaking ball pitches. He hit 184 against the breaking ball last year, and he's currently hitting 321 against the breaking ball. So once again, he is waiting for his pitch, and then he's doing damage with it. And since Sal's not here, I feel like I have to say it's the Juan Soto effect, or it might be the Juan Soto effect. Just the ability to have the pitches that he can hit and handle them, and having that protection in the lineup, and also having Lindor as protection in the lineup, I think is making a really, really huge impact. In addition to maybe not as much of the baggage as last year when he was waiting on the contract situation, which I think did take a mental toll on him.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you brought up the Juan Soto effect, even though Juan Soto is not exactly raking yet for the New York Mets, but you've seen it up and down the lineup, and you brilliantly brought up the idea that it's a different guy every night for the New York Mets. Emmanuel, you know a thing or two about when a baseball team is humming, it's not just your big dogs. It's up and down the roster. It's guys coming through. Doesn't that speak volumes when you see it in the early going of a year?
Of course.
What kind of season, what kind of team you can have?
Unquantifiable. You can't quantify this with metrics. It means the Mets have a team on their hands. And fresh off a year where they had OMG and Grimace and the Magic, they've recreated the Magic in short order. That's not an easy thing to do. Like, you could be the best GM in baseball, and David Stearns could go out there and say, all right, I'm going to create a special chemistry-filled group. easier said than done. He's done that in short order, and that's what it shows me. It's not a metric. It's not a stat. It's a fact that somebody new is chipping in every different night, and that shows you that it's a team. It's not just a group of individual stars.
Well, gang, we're always fired up when our buddy John Harper finds a way to write a column. That's right, Harper wrote a column, which you can read on SNY TV. So, okay, Johnny, what did the Met pitching staff prove to you? They have been unreal all season.
Yeah,
but what did they
absolutely.
prove to you in this series against the Phillies?
Me, and speaking of cynics, as Laura was earlier, scouts are typically cynical because they've seen it all. So I talked to some scouts leading into this Phillies series. I wanted to see what they thought of this Mets pitching. Could they continue? And they said this Phillies series, they considered it a big test for them because the Mets really had a fairly easy early season schedule. So they hadn't faced lineups like the Phillies. They wanted to see if guys like McGill and Cannon can continue to do this, and they really did. Look, they're not going deep into games, which could be an issue at some point, but they are limiting the damage. I mean, Cannon really wasn't even sharp last night. Limits the damage, holds 1 run. McGill is striking out guys left and right. So what they're doing, I mean, so one scout texted me last night after the game. He said, I guess they're for real. At least what Stearns has been able to do, find the best and make the best out of these guys is, you can't really doubt it at this point. They know how to get these guys to perform at a higher level. So, look, I think the depth of the rotation is still in question with some of these injuries they have. The bullpen, they got plenty of arms out there that are doing the job.